turns out I wasn't recording. Awesome. Spending 10 minutes talking to a camera that's not even on. Okay. It's kind of hard to adjust this thing while I'm driving, so bear with me while I try to get it to, point in a decent direction. Good enough. Okay. So today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at a motorcycle I saw on an ad on Craigslist. This ad, it's for a 1994 Honda CBR, and he says it's a parts bike. It doesn't have a title, it doesn't run, it's been sitting for a couple of years inside. And the reason I'm, driving an hour away from my house to go look at this thing is because in the pictures, it looks complete. Yes, it's $450. I really don't want to spend that much money on a bike that doesn't have a title, doesn't run, doesn't, has been sitting inside for a couple of years. But I was looking it over and it looks complete. Doesn't look like there's anything majorly wrong with it, but it's really hard to tell in pictures. The reason I'm going out here to look at it is because I think it could be the next engine I get to build my next dune buggy, go-kart, whatever I want to build with a 600cc motorcycle engine, if I can get this thing to run. Now, that's a big if. It's hard to tell what it looks like in the pictures and what condition it's in. And so I'm driving all the way out here and I really want to look at it, scrutinize over it, make sure I don't have to spend more money than I, spend buying this thing just to get it to run. I really want to make sure this thing is in decent condition. It doesn't have water in the cylinders. It doesn't have, major compression issues. It doesn't have, oil everywhere on the engine, because that would tell me that there's oil leaks. Now, I really want to make sure this thing is in decent condition for that price. For $450, I really want to, not spend that much money and have to spend another $500-600 fixing it. I'm almost there. I got 8.1 miles to go on this road. I'm not sure where I go next. And I've been on the road for like about, I'd say half hour, 45 minutes. I don't know. It's an hour from my house, so I'm really hoping I'm not driving all the way out here just to look at this thing and go like, oh yeah, it's a piece of crap, and have to drive all the way back home and waste all this time. But anyway, it's a drive, different video for you guys. Now, I'm not really gonna try and film me looking at it, because that would be awkward by myself with the guy standing there. That'd be awkward. If I do buy this thing, I'll show it to you guys as I'm unloading it or something like that. I'll keep you guys posted on what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I just looked at it, picked it up, I bought it, and it's really hard to tell what kind of condition it's in. I mean, it looked clean. Most of the stuff is there. He did have it kind of semi taken apart. The air box was taken off, the seat was off, the gas tank was off, so I was able to take that stuff off and make sure CDI is there. It has almost everything there. The wiring is there except for the ignition, or the speedometer and odometer. Those are the only things that are missing. And he did not want to go down on the price at all. I tried, he did not want to go down. And but now he did turn it over for me. He hooked a battery up to it. It did turn over and it sounded good. I mean, it's really hard to tell exactly how good it is by just listening to it, but it turns over. There's no weird clanging or anything, and it sounds decent. It's in the bed. I would show you right now, but I'm driving. A little bit hard to find the place. The address that he sent me, I don't know where it sent me, but I got there, it said, "You are here," and I'm like, there's nothing around me except tire places, and I'm like, this is not it. I had to pull over 3 times trying to find the place, but I eventually found it. So I'm happy. I'm gonna get this thing home and then I'll show it to you guys.
All right, so I just got home and here it is. Now, it looks good from far away, but when you get closer, you notice like zip ties holding the frame together, or the plastics together right there and right there. You also notice some duct tape. This is broken. You know, certain things are missing, but I'm not really worried about that. What I'm more interested in right now is the engine. Is the engine complete? Does it run? Does it work? And is all the wiring here? Is all the things that I'm going to need to build a dune buggy with this thing, are those all here? And it looks like it's complete. It looks like all the stuff I'm wanting is here. The only things that are missing, and by the way, the gas tank is right here, and also the seat is right here. I didn't want those things flying off on the highway, so I did take them off because they were not bolted down onto the frame. Now, the only things that are missing on here are the speedometer and odometer cluster, and also over here, the taillight's missing, the rear brake caliper is missing, the muffler is missing, and also a piece of plastic right there is missing. But almost everything is here that I'm wanting. I mean, I'm not really worried about the muffler. I need to replace that anyway. The taillight I'm not going to use. The plastics I'm not going to use. And the engine looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it doesn't look like it you know, has oil everywhere, so that would be a bad sign. I did check the oil before I bought it, and it had oil in it. Didn't look old, didn't look like it had any water in it. It was low, but he hasn't been having it running, so it at least has oil in there, and the oil does look clean. That's what I'm worried about. And he did turn it over. I will turn it over in this video just to hear what it sounds like again. But yeah, I'm happy with this thing. It looks awesome. So the next thing to do is to figure out how in the world I'm gonna get it off my truck by myself. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. There's no brakes on here, so that sucks. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. What's stuck? Oh crap. I think it's in gear. What is wrong? What is stuck? Ah. Kickstand's stuck. Whoa. Okay, where's the kickstand? Where's this thing? There it goes. Is that it? I'm hoping that's it. Here we go. Oh. It's okay. I got it. Whew. I don't think the camera caught that. Is that backwards? It's backwards. There we go. There we go. There it is.
Alright, so one thing I really want to do before I end this video is I want to turn it over so you guys can hear what it sounds like. Because I know that this video hasn't really been that interesting. I really only have been talking this whole time. So let me show you what this thing sounds like when it turns over. Alright, so I'm going to be using the same battery I used for the Suzuki engine. This has 425 cranking amps, and I have no idea what a motorcycle needs, you know, in terms of cranking amps, but it works for the Suzuki, so it should work for this. Now, same thing as what me and that guy did. Just going to hook these up, and then hook them up to these, and then I'm going to you know, bypass the solenoid by just touching a piece of metal in between these two bolts. So that's positive, that is negative. There we go. And this battery is probably dead. It's been sitting for quite a while, you know, cranking over the Suzuki engine while I test everything. So this battery is probably not fully charged, so this thing's not gonna be as lively as it should be when the battery is full. So let's try it. Oh, that always startles me. I don't know why. I'm expecting it, but it still startles me. Ugh. All this really tells us is the engine turns over, it's not seized, and the starter motor works. This does not tell us if there's anything wrong with the carburetors, anything wrong with the cylinders, anything wrong with the spark plug, whatever. All this tells us is it's not seized and the starter motor works. So now I'm not going to be spraying some starter fluid in here to try and see if it'll start up, because mainly because let me zoom in a little bit. Now, if I wanted to see if this engine would start up, what I would have to do is I'd have to take the carburetors off and clean them, because something I did notice while these are off, I'm not sure what to call these little, you know, I'm going to call them gates, but there's only one that moves up and down. The rest of them are frozen on here. The throttle body, or the throttle whatever, the part that moves the butterflies, you know, back and forth, that is also frozen. So I'm not sure how much in here is frozen because it has been sitting for years. You know, if I wanted to see if this would work, I would have to take these off, clean them, and I don't have time right now, and I'm gonna save that for the next video of this project. Alright, so if I haven't already made this clear, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not planning on rebuilding this and keeping this a motorcycle. I'm not planning on doing that. Believe me, I would love to fix this thing up and figure out how in the world to get a title for this and buy motorcycle insurance and be able to ride this into town. I would love to do that, but that's not the reason I bought this. I bought this thing for the engine, and I'm planning at some point to take the engine out of this and build some kind of homemade frame, whether that be another dune buggy or a go-kart of some kind. Whether, you know, whatever it is, I'm planning on using this engine for that project. So I'm probably gonna have to wait like a month or two before I'm able to do that, just because I'm working on multiple other projects, and I really want to get the dune buggy running properly before I start working on this, because kind of, you know, running out of room to work on this stuff. I'm having to, you know, store this stuff in the same place as I work on it. So it's getting a little cramped in here, and I don't want to build another huge project and without figuring out a way to get some of this other stuff out of here. But anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. It's a little bit different video. We got outside of my shed and outside of my neighborhood for once. And anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and have a nice day. Oh, this tripod is not working. Dang it. Shouldn't be doing this when I'm driving. So I bought... Dang it.
This is not working out.
This is not working out. Dang it. Stay there. Whoa. Alright. The camera keeps moving and I can't adjust it. Hang on. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do this later. Sorry, I'll do this later. I'm driving. There's traffic all around. Can't be doing this right now, so